This week on Countdown to First Pitch, we'll talk to one of our top returners who you might just recognize. You'll see highlights from an eventful week 2 of college baseball season, and we'll spotlight one former player who is becoming a fan favorite in the Sunshine State. It's all here on Countdown to First Pitch. Welcome to SIVA Weekly Ballpark at Charlottesville High School, where your 2020 Tom Sox will take the field in just over 3 months from today. I'm Greer Gill, here to help you get ready for May 29th when the Tom Sox will take the field to begin the 2020 season in Covington. Ahead, we'll hear about the seasons of 2 of our stud players. But first, let's take a look at some of the highlights from your Sox this week in college baseball. Kirby McMullen helped the Gators to a series sweep over then number 1 Miami by hitting a go-ahead home run in the 10th inning.
Kirby McMullen gives the Gators a 3-2 lead in the 10th.
Casey Green got off to a hot start, allowing no runs and tossing 6 strikeouts in a win over West Virginia.
1-2 pitch, 88-mile-per-hour fastball. Dowens goes down on strikes. Big strikeout there for Casey Green.
Brett Centracchio had an amazing weekend, which included 2 home runs on Sunday and 6 RBIs over the weekend.
First home run of the season for the Wildcats makes it 4-0.
Is this one driven deep to right field, and it's a no-doubter. Way back and way gone. Another 2-run blast by Centracchio.
Johnny Sicoli hit his first career home run. Here's the call.
He hit the ball a long, long way. Sayonara! Johnny Sicoli, his first career home run as an Auburn Tiger.
Hunter Gregory tossed 11 strikeouts in a win over Holy Cross.
Trivia question. Oh, now you just ruined it.
I did ruin it.
Ooh, off-speed pitch. He goes 90, then comes back with the breaking ball.
Christian Halinka had his biggest weekend as a Wahoo, hitting 3 home runs in his last 4 games and knocking in 4 runs.
The windup. This one smacked to right field and well tagged. Wensig is back, turning and looking, and Christian Halinka has himself a 2-homer day. Halinka skies this one out to left field with some carry, back on it to the warning track, to the wall, and leaping up, that ball is out of the reach of Riquet and gone. It looked like Riquet got back there in time, but Halinka has just enough carry on it to get it out of his reach.
Trey McDyer had a big day Tuesday, going 4 for 6 with 3 doubles and 5 RBIs.
Dyer pushes one in the right center field gap. At least 2 will score. Roar is going to be held at third as McDyer scoots back to second. 2-run double for the senior at a Percival, Virginia. It's 3-0 Liberty.
Thomas Francisco hit his first home run of the season as part of a 4 for 7 day on Sunday.
Home run number 1 for Thomas Francisco.
And a couple other strong performances. Jared Weatherby joined 2018 teammate Hunter Gregory in the 11K Club in a big win Friday over UMass Lowell. Ari Sakopoulos hit 2 doubles, a triple, and 6 RBIs in a big weekend. And Antonio Valdez stayed clutch, going 9 for 14 with 6 RBIs, 9 runs, 3 doubles, and a triple. Kirby McMullen spent parts of 2 seasons with the Sox, making the trip from the University of Florida up to Charlottesville. After getting a limited number of at-bats at his first 3 seasons with the Gators, Kirby has become one of Florida's leading hitters in 2020, punctuating his early season success with a go-ahead home run in the 10th inning last Saturday against number 1 Miami. Our David Argo shows how McMullen's 2 seasons in Charlottesville has led him to become a dominant force in Gainesville.
Entering his 2018 season in Charlottesville, Kirby McMullen had seen limited time at both the plate and on the mound for Florida. But after a 2019 season which saw an increased number of mound appearances and a summer that split time between the two, 2020 has been all hitting for Kirby.
First pitch hitting in the gap in left center field. McMullen around first. And he'll have a walk-in double.
McMullen's increased productivity in Charlottesville have led him to become a force for the Gators this season, batting .333 with 3 doubles, a home run, and 9 walks through 8 games this season, and he's not stopping anytime soon.
1-0 is in the air. Deep left field. 4. Get about it. Kirby McMullen gives the Gators a 3-2 lead in the 10th.
You talk about momentum. If there was any doubt where that momentum was at, you're seeing it right now as he's popping off as he's going to the plate.
Georgia Tech left-hander Sam Crawford became a fan favorite throughout last season and played a major role in the Sox winning their second VBL championship, throwing a combined 9 innings and allowing only 1 run in his final 2 playoff appearances. Sam joins us here live over the internet. Sam, thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
You came into Charlottesville last summer after not throwing a single inning in your college career. What was your recruitment like, and how did you make it to the Tom Sox?
Yeah, so I think the recruitment was kind of 2 main reasons got me to Charlottesville. And the first was just the great internship program that y'all have here. I was able to get hooked up with UVA and do some research in aerospace engineering. And the other was, even though I wasn't throwing it all for Georgia Tech this past spring, I was still in contact with their coaches. I was still working out. I was still throwing. And they wanted me to go get some innings somewhere that had good competition and, again, a place where I could get some good experience in my major too. And so I think that's why Charlottesville ended up being the best place.
So once you arrived in Charlottesville, you had to battle through some early season jitters. How were you able to fight through a tough first few appearances and start pitching your best?
I think just continue to pitch was what did it for me. Everybody's going to go through some rough patches, and I think mine just ended up happening right at the beginning of the season. I know that at one point I walked like 2 or 3 runners in a row, ended up walking a run in. That's always a really low point for a pitcher. But just continue to get out there. And that's what summer ball really provides, is the opportunity just to keep going out there and keep getting better, and get a lot of opportunities to figure out what you might be doing wrong and fix it. And so I think just being able to keep pitching and keep getting opportunities really led to me figuring it out.
Yeah, absolutely. At the end of the summer, you came in at the end of 2 win or go home games. One in the South Division Championship at Stanton and the other in the League Championship in Charlottesville. How were you able to stay locked in those high-pressure situations?
I think those were the easiest games to stay locked into because the stakes were pretty high. I mean, you said it was win or go home, and especially in the second game, it was a chance to win the championship in front of our home crowd. So, just getting up there and having some real having the games really mean something, at least for me, helped me lock in pretty easily, and being able to feed off the crowd a little bit in the championship game too. That all helped.
And how did it feel to be on the mound winning the VBL championship?
It felt great. It felt great while we were, not in a dog pile, and then Walker and Wale tackled me. And as all the Tom Sox Nation know, he's a large human being, and so that hurt a little bit. But it was just a great feeling to be out there. It's always a great feeling to get out there and close any game out, and especially when it's a game that's worth jumping around, worth dogpiling for.
You've had a great start to the season with the Yellow Jackets, including a couple of intense situations similar to the end of the summer. How has it been being back on the mound for Georgia Tech?
Pitching for Georgia Tech, that's been my dream ever since I committed to going to Georgia Tech just for school. I always knew that I really always thought that I would be able to get to that point where I'd be able to throw for them even in a game. And being able to be out there in some high leverage situations already was beyond what I could have dreamt of. It was amazing getting out there, and especially this past week against Georgia Southern, getting out there and bases loaded situation in the 8th, and then being able to close out after we come back and take the lead in the 9th. It was really just it was the best. It was such an amazing feeling getting to finally get out there.
And finally, what is your message to Tom Sox fans before the 2020 season? From what I can tell, I think we're going to be pretty damn good again. We have some guys coming from ECU. We have some guys coming from Georgia. As much as I hate to say it, I think they're going to be pretty good. We got a bunch of SEC guys. The guy who's coming with me from Georgia Tech, Jaden Jackson, he's an unbelievable shortstop. I'm really looking forward to watching him play a lot this summer. So I'm just hoping that it'll live up to the hype that we've seen so far. We can go out and defend our PBL title. Well, we're both looking forward to the beginning of the 2020 season, and we hope that you are too. That'll do it for our first ever edition of Countdown to First Pitch. We'll hope you'll join us next week as we get ready to take the field at Seville Weekly Ballpark. For our entire crew, I'm Greer Gill, and go Sox!